Yo, thanks for coming back to the channel. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely appreciate the amount of subscribers we've been having, locking into the channel, staying connected, man. That's what it's all about. So, look, bro, what we just saw today were two Game 7s in the NBA. We had the Celtics and the Bucks. Celtics took care of business today. Not gonna lie, I picked Giannis. Never saw Giannis going down the way he did, but it's like kind of like he was looking around. Never had anybody that was on the same level of preparation that he was for this game, for a Game 7. You need a Chris Middleton there. No excuses for Giannis. Still had his opportunities to make it happen. He just couldn't get over the hump in this game. Jason Tatum was amazing once again. He came to play. Another spectacular performance. I had some doubts I had some doubts about Jason Tatum, and if he could hit jumpers in these type of games, hit these tough shots, the step back threes, the side step threes in this level of game. And I'm not gonna sit here in front, man. He showed me that he can do it. He showed me that he's fully capable. He showed me that he's a leader amongst men. When he goes off the court, the team's production goes way down, and that's a sign that you're a superstar. The offense is run through you. The offense is dependent on you to operate, man. And I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching this Celtics team for a while now, and you kind of just been waiting for this group of guys to figure out how they can succeed and how they can reach that next level. And I think with the new coach, Udoka, I think that they found it. Udoka is a product of Greg Popovich, who knows how to manage talent, knows how to find a system that works for the personnel instead of forcing the personnel to match his system. He builds a system for the personnel, and that's what the Celtics have done, man. I never thought that the Celtics would be able to win this series without Robert Williams III, but they become a more perimeter-oriented team. The lob threat isn't necessarily there, but when you have Al Horford stepping up and playing like he's 25 the way he has, man, anything can happen. So, I did notice one thing. When Jason Tatum goes off the court, Jaylen Brown seems to struggle finding, stepping back up into that 1A role when Jason Tatum's off the floor. So I saw a lot of times where Jason Tatum goes to the bench and Jaylen Brown turns the ball over immediately. Next thing you know, they're subbing Jason Tatum back in. That might be something they have to sharpen up, moving into a series against the Heat, who's going to have all bases covered. They have the defenders for this Celtic squad. They have the youth for this Celtic squad. They're fully loaded. They're all healthy, man. Like, the Celtics might end up in the finals, bro. I'm not going to sit here in front. Celtics might end up in the finals. I like the Heat. To me, it's all going to come down to Jimmy Butler versus Jason Tatum. As a hoops fan, bro, that's everything you want to see. Jason Tatum is a shot creator of great magnitude. He's proven to me that he finally has a counter move for his counter move for the counter move, like Kobe. And that, watching him as a rookie, watching him at Duke, watching him back in high school, you always kind of saw that potential. You can just tell that he's done everything that he's needed to do for his body. His shoulders are huge now, so he's putting guys on his shoulder and finishing on the other side. He's able to swipe up through contact and finish. All these things that he's able to do now compared to when he was a rookie has a lot to do with his fitness and the way he's been able to take care of his body, man. So big ups to Jason Tatum, holding it down, doing what he's supposed to do as an athlete, maximizing on his potential, just like his mentor Kobe Bryant always said. Kobe Bryant was always big on taking the gifts that he was given and maximizing on it to the point where when you retire, when you're done, when you can't do it anymore, you sit back and for sure that you did everything you could with that gift. And that's Jason Tatum is a byproduct of that whole philosophy, man. When you watch him play now, he was always a talented player, but when you watch the way he controls the game, and it's different from those other guys. It's different because Jason Tatum can put up 30 and you not even notice. I'm not gonna sit here in front. When he has his mind on getting to the rim, he has so many finishes and so many gathers, so many awkward steps that he's hard to guard. He's a tough guard. I'm telling you, I might take the Celtics in this. I'm gonna wait. The series doesn't start till Wednesday, so I'll wait till Monday. I'll wait till Tuesday morning to make an actual prediction. See where guys are energy and health wise. See what they're saying in the post game press conferences, and I'll make my pick from there. But Yo, what a performance. What a performance. By both sides, bro. You can't ask Giannis to do more than what he did. I mean, the man carried. Middleton, nowhere to be found. I'm of the belief you don't need Chris Middleton per se. You can go get a strong wing that can handle the ball and create for others, kind of in the way Giannis does. But get Chris Middleton out of there, man. This right here, this whole run that they made without Chris Middleton just shows that with Chris Middleton's salary, they can break that into like 2 or 3 guys, 2 strong guys per se, and kind of have the same seasonal results, still have the same results at the end of the season, still have that championship aspirations. You don't need a Chris Middleton. One of those guys have to go, Chris Middleton or Jrue Holiday. And honestly, Jrue Holiday is kind of like on the backside of his prime in games, high leverage games like this. Even the Olympics, man. Even in the Olympics, when you needed him to be a superstar, you know, defensively he's all right, but offensively, you know, he just, I don't know if he still asserts himself the same way he did even like 2 years ago. So I would look at Chris Middleton or Jrue Holiday. You got to choose one of those guys. Giannis don't need both of those guys. And now, you know, you the thing is, when you surface your offense around Giannis and it's centered around Giannis and Middleton playing a 2-man game and Middleton goes out, your offense isn't able to, you're not able to have a recovery system, a system that you put in place for when that guy's missing. You know, the Bucks just have to, it looks like they're playing pickup when Chris Middleton's not there. So that's a major problem for them. That's something they're going to have to figure out moving forward. It's been an issue for a while, but, you know, it's hard to win back-to-back championships in the NBA, man. You don't see it too often. A lot of things have to go right. And as soon as Chris Middleton went down, I said, you know, Giannis can carry them. I thought Giannis could have carried them through the Celtics series. Do I see them beating the Heat without Chris Middleton? No way. No way. They're able to hone in on Giannis. And just like the Celtics did today, you know, they were able to lock in on Giannis and not stop him, not even slow him down, but make it difficult enough to where he's tired at the end of the game and Giannis is looking around for his teammates to create for him, and you know he didn't have that today. Jrue Holiday was trash today. Jrue Holiday was trash. Lopez was trash. George Hill didn't give you nothing. Grayson Allen didn't give you nothing. Connaughton was throwing up crazy bricks down the stretch. I mean, everybody can do what they do in the first 3 quarters. Down the stretch, when you're down 10, you start the 4th quarter down 10. You look up 5 minutes later, you're down 20. That goes to tell you don't have the right personnel on the court to begin the 4th quarter. Now, they'll be back next year. The East is going to be about the same next year, so no worries about them. Next, we had the Mavericks. We had the Mavericks and the Suns. Mavericks beat the Suns 123-90, man. This was a blowout. At one point, the Mavericks were up by 46 points, bro. And I literally couldn't watch. I literally still watch, but I couldn't watch. I watched, but I couldn't watch, if you know what I mean. Luka Doncic, 35 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Dinwiddie, 30 points, 5 for 7 from 3. Brunson, 24 points, 6 rebounds. Look, man, you can't ask for better shot percentage. I think Luka was 12 for 19. Got Dinwiddie at 11 for 15. You got Brunson at 11 for 19. Brunson with 6 rebounds. Look, man, you can't ask for more than that. Now, this is the thing about the Mavericks, is Luka can get you 3 wins by himself. Easy. He can get you 2 or 3 wins by himself, just off of a 45-point game, 45-point triple. One of those games he can carry, especially a rested Luka, which he will be Wednesday. You know, you're really just asking Dinwiddie, Finney-Smith, Brunson to show up in one game of the series, 1 game per series, and one of those guys is going to show up 2 games, then you have a series right there. And, you know, I was trying to tell guys pretty much for a week now, Dallas has Phoenix figured out. Dallas had Phoenix figured out. Shout out to Jason Kidd, bruh. Had a first coaching stint with the Bucks. Didn't go well. You know, went to the Lakers. Learned some things from a great coaching staff they had in the bubble. They had an all-star coaching staff, if you didn't know. And Jason Kidd, being one of the assistants, got to see not necessarily like he learned everything from Frank Vogel, but he got to go along the championship journey and see exactly what it takes from a coaching and a front office and a player standpoint to reach that championship threshold that all these players have coveted. You know what I mean? He learned the ropes, and something showed through to me. Monty Williams still has we tout Monty Williams up way high, but the man still has a lot to learn. And, you know, you can't blame him. He's maximized on everything he could have possibly achieved in his first 2 years coaching his team. But To have Chris Paul 10 points, 4 assists, Devin Booker 11 points, 3 for 14 shooting. Chris Paul could only get up 8 shots the whole game. Chris Paul with 4 assists. DeAndre Ayton, who I saw as the only mismatch they had, where DeAndre Ayton size 5 points, only 2 for 5 from the floor, only 4 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton.
What is that? What
we gonna do with that? What are we gonna do with that, man? What are the Suns gonna do to you win all these games in the regular season 2 years straight? Okay, this time you were healthy. This time, that's the crazy part about it. Last year, and Chris Paul nagging injury, his hand, his thumb, whatever. This year, you're healthy, bro. Devin Booker, you can't go 3 for 14 in a game 7, bro. You can't settle for 11 points in a game 7. Not when there's a referee out there. There is no reason. I'm trying to figure out 3 for 14, 0 for 4. He just gave up. He just got, like Luka started off the game with 8 points, step back threes, getting to the rack. It took the gas out of the Suns early, which is weird to me because the Suns are usually one of those teams, like, it doesn't matter how hard you punch them early, you got to take care of them late. You usually have to beat the Suns multiple times in one game just to beat them. So it's strange, man. This was a strange outing right here. The Suns have to, go back and look at this tape, and I don't even know if you want to look at this tape, bro. You might just want to throw this thing away and say, we maximized on the regular season. In the postseason, we had some struggles that were unforeseen. I think not even just this series, but every, the first 2 rounds of the playoffs for the Suns, everybody was just giving them automatic wins, and that has a lot to do with the media kind of deciding who you're supposed to think is going to be successful, and you really have to use your brain. You really have to know. They have a point guard that's 5'7", bro. We're talking about the playoffs. Who is he going to guard? How is Chris Paul going to guard Luka? Okay, if Chris Paul can't guard Luka, this is the thing. Now you're putting on, who else are you going to put on? Devin Booker cannot guard Luka. Cam Johnson cannot guard Luka. Mikal Bridges cannot guard Luka Doncic. Too small, too light in the pockets, don't have enough bricks in his pocket. Who else you got? They don't have nobody for Luka. And that's going to become a recurring theme as Luka continues to figure out the game in the playoffs, continues to figure out the playoffs, how the rhythm of the game is different from the regular season, the effort level is different. He's figured it out, man. Like I said a few episodes ago, y'all, Jason Kidd has made a night and day difference with Luka Doncic. Jason Kidd has got Luka Doncic to buy into playing defense. Jason Kidd has gotten Luka Doncic to buy into playing every single possession hard. Luka Doncic has figured out and come to an understanding of what it takes to win on this level in the playoffs. That's what it comes. He took his lumps, and now here he is. He's one step away from getting to the finals, and the NBA needs Luka deep into the playoffs every year. They need him. They need him. He's too talented. He does too much for the league. For him to not be the face of the league, you want to see Luka in there playing in June, playing in late May. That's what it's all about. It's a superstar-driven league, man. I'm not even shocked because 2 games ago I said Jason Kidd and them boys have the Suns figured out. They're gonna run that pick and roll nonstop until they get Chris Paul on whoever they want, and then they're gonna attack. They're gonna run the pick and roll with Jalen Brunson, and Jalen Brunson's gonna blow by, get to the paint. They're gonna kick it out. That's exactly what they did. This is a Jason Kidd team, a Jason Kidd led team. This is a Jason Kidd led team that executed their game plan for 40 minutes, 3-4 games straight. Even the game the Sun won, it was just like, okay, they won that game. Next game, it's a reset. You don't usually have a reset going into a game 7. Usually the home team has the clear advantage. This was an anomaly to see a home team get beat this bad on their home floor in a game 7, man. I don't know. Chris Paul, 37 years old, can't get shots up when it matters. He's got to go look in the mirror. He might have to. It might be time to bring Chris Paul off the bench, man. You definitely can't start Cameron Payne, but it might be around that time where Chris Paul, you don't have to rely on his production to win you a game 7 in the Western Conference semifinals. You know what I mean? That's just where he is right now. And I know there's a lot of Chris Paul fans, but you got to take your fanboy hat off and just see it for what it is, man. A lot of these guys that are in their mid 30s and early 30s, they're starting to decline, man, and the league is turning over. I keep saying this. The talent in the league is turning over, and there's nothing a fan can do about it. You can be a fan of Chris Paul all you want. He can't do it, man. He cannot do it. Chris Paul is not that guy. Russell Westbrook can't do it. He's not that guy. Carmelo can't do it. He's not that guy. There's a bunch of guys that's fading away off into the sunset. And, you know, as long as you're being a fan and saying, oh, man, Chris Paul, you know, you're going to miss out on where he is right now in his career, which is, you know, he needs a lot of help. He needs a lot of guys, like, being in the perfect position. He needs a favorable matchup, a favorable physical size matchup in a Game 7 of the playoffs. That's just what it is, y'all. But, yo, these Game 7s were everything I expected them to be, and then some. Even though they were blowouts, it was a blowout going the opposite way of what a lot of people thought, and that's very satisfying. I think the Suns were around plus 300 favorites for this game. So, you know, if you put a little money on the Mavericks, you made a little money tonight, and that's pretty much how it works, man. Expect the unexpected, and when the expected happens, just realize that it's how it's supposed to go. So, we got Celtics. We have Celtics and the Heat on Wednesday, and we have Dallas and Golden State on Wednesday. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that Tuesday morning. I'll drop a video with my preview, my keys to victory, my prediction, my outlook, all of that stuff. Make sure if you're still watching, you hit that subscribe button, man. Holla at us on the channel. Also, hit us up on Instagram, Pro Sports Podcast. Respect the game. We're out here, man, in these streets. Luka Magic.